Good morning, everyone. We are here in Rome, in Tor Vergata. We are the Global Observer Journal, and we write for the Global Governance course. I'm Francesca Virzi from the first year of GG.
I'm Anna from the first year of GG. I'm from Brazil.
I'm Alessio. I'm from the first year of GG. I'm from Rome.
And we have the pleasure today to have our famous guest. And he is a professor and anthropologist of the University of Oslo, and he is here today with us to talk about his new book and his new ideas about it and how the world is changing.
Okay, so first, nice to meet you.
Hello.
And pleasure. So the question is, Mr. Eriksen, in the book Overheating, you talked about the dangers of the Anthropocene. And how it affects our life and society, as well as that we don't know clearly which will be our future. Therefore, in your opinion, in whose hands is decision making, if not in the national governments? And do you think that the capitalistic approach will overlay the will for sustainability in the future?
Yeah, well, these are very big questions. I mean, but you know what we see, and one reason that it's meaningful to ask these questions is that it's quite clearly that there are certain important things which are not working really well at the moment, because there is a gap between, on the one hand, the economy, the expanding capitalist economy, which is now almost everywhere. I mean, there are a few outliers like North Korea, but yes, by and large, it's all over the place. On the one hand, you have the global economy, and then you have national governments which try to regulate this global economy, which is becoming a growing problem. And it's also becoming a problem in relation to the populations in each country, because they feel, on the one hand, that they are being dominated by big corporations with their headquarters elsewhere, that are unapproachable. You can say whatever you like, but it has no consequence. And on the other hand, that they also have politicians in their own country who increasingly feel more or less diffident, you know, they're not interested in their situation, and the feeling that you are not being taken seriously. So this is a recipe for grassroots revolts of many kinds, of which we see in Europe and other places now. I mean, the ugly face of it is nationalism and identity politics and withdrawal, but it's very understandable that you get some kind of reaction to this sort of lack of legitimacy. So I think we need different levels of government. We need to decentralize some parts of government in order to give people back their communities, basically, control of the communities. But you also need a global level where we can coordinate, where we can make agreements which are binding, which are committed to do with things which are part of our common future, largely to do with the future of the planet. So that's where the Anthropocene comes in. It's a global phenomenon. It's not something that can be solved at the national level. So we have enough to work with. And my feeling has been for a long time that what this world needs, what the people of the world need, is a big, difficult, demanding, necessary collective project that can hold us together and that can help us transcend some of the limitations of nationalism and capitalism through a common future project. And we have it here. It's to do with the side effects of modernity, you might say, with pollution, with climate change, and with inequality.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Professor Eriksen.
And thank you for inviting me here. I mean, it's great to talk to you, and it's a wonderful program you're part of. And one of the things I really appreciate about it is that it's interdisciplinary, that you realize that you cannot understand the world just by looking at politics, by sociology, or by anthropology, or economics, or psychology, that you need a bit of many disciplinary approaches to come closer to an understanding of what's going on.
Thank you.